Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by saying all praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH, for giving me a spirit through this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the apostle Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. In this lesson, I do want to get into today is about the Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, this lesson is just going over this chapter and breaking down the scriptures, because these scriptures that I'm going through is actually happening right now. All right, so it's actually very important to know Ezekiel chapter 37. All right, so let's just go over it. It's really quick, simple. I'll make it plain unto you, Lord, will be edifying to you too. So let's get into it, right? Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1, it says this: the hand of the Lord was upon Ezekiel, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord YAHAWASHI, and to set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. All right, the midst of the valley that was full of bones is talking about America. All right, why? Is because America is a place that is so low. All right, because the midst of a valley is like a low place, and what is the lowest place on this planet? That is literally America. All right, it has bad values, has bad morals. Everything in America is low. So let's talk about America. All right, going to verse 2, it says, and causes me to pass by them. Technically talking about, teaching in America round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. All right, so there was many people in America that was very dry, and that means lack of knowledge. All right, there was like they didn't have that much wisdom knowledge about the scriptures, especially the Israelites. All right, so continue on, it says what? Verse 3, and he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And talk about the Israelites. Can the Israelites live? And no, because they didn't have the wisdom and knowledge. All right, because the wisdom and knowledge give life. That gives life to the Israelite. It makes you know who you are and what you should be. All right, but since these Israelites in America didn't really know at that time, it was very dry. And YAHAWASHI asked the prophet Ezekiel, like, "Oh, can these Israelites live?" He was like, "No, they don't have no wisdom." And if you continue on, it says what? And I answered, "Oh Lord, YAHAWASHI, Thou knowest," because you know that they're not going to be able to even live at all. All right, verse 4, again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord YAHAWASHI. Verse 5, thus said the Lord YAHAWASHI unto these bones, behold, breath I'll cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And that breath means understanding or wisdom or knowledge of who you are. All right, so he's saying gonna cause the understanding of who you are unto the Israelites. So he told Ezekiel to prophesy to Jake, and so they could know who they are, and that's actually happening right now. All right, prophesy out there as we speak, prophesying towards the Israelites of who they are, and the breath is being put out toward some groups of people to understand that. All right. Continue on, it said in verse 6, it said, and I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skins, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord YAHAWASHI. Verse 7, so I prophesied, and I was as I was commanded, and I prophesied, and there was a noise, and behold, shaking, and the bones came together, bones to his bones. All right. So technically, Jake, through the truth, all right, they came together. Through the truth, all Jake started coming together. They started realizing the problem that they're in. All right. So continue on, says what? And when I behold, lo, the sinew and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Meaning that they all came up together. They came together. The Jake realized what's going on. However, they still didn't understand that they were the Israelites. The breath, the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge. All right, they still didn't have the breath in them. All right, so continue on, verse 9, it says what? Then said he unto me, then that he is YAHAWASHI, he told to Ezekiel, says what? Prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus said the Lord YAHAWASHI, come from the four winds, O breath, the understanding, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. All right, so the YAHAWASHI told Ezekiel to prophesy, keep on teaching to the Jake so they can have understanding. And what happened? They got the understanding. All right. Verse 10 says what? So I prophesied or taught as he commanded me, and the breath came unto them, and they lived. That means all the Israelites started understanding. The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, like Native Americans, started understanding. And that's happening right now. All right, right now as we speak, the breath is being spread around the whole four corner of earth through the internet, or through the man of the Lord, being taught everywhere. And man is waking up. Man, our Israelites are starting to live again. All right, because they got the understanding of the scripture. They got the understanding of who they are. All right, so verse 10 says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army." All right, so that means multiple of them, different camps out there, IUIC, GMS, ISBK. All those men understand that they are Israelites. All right, even though there's one, there's one camp that has the real truth, and that's GMS, but they still got the point. The prophecy still fulfilled about the fact that a lot of Jakes, a lot of Israelites will know that they are the that they are the Israelites. The Negroes like to Native American. All right. So verse 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Yeah, because Israelites back in the days, they was like, to this day, we're in our own captivity. All right, we're being in bondage of the Edomites, and we're dry. We have no hope. But he says what? Verse 12. Therefore prophesy, saying to them, Thus said the Lord YAHAWASHI, behold, my people, I'll open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. Meaning that he will tell them the truth, tell them the prophecies. He will tell them what's going to happen. He will bring you out of the grave state. He will bring you out of that state that the world put you in. All right, because America, the captivity that we're in right now, America put us in that grave. America put us down in the dirt and covered us with lies, that dirt. But what the scripture says, YAHAWASHI said that he's going to lift us out of the graves. That means he's going to tell us the truth. He's going to get rid of the dirty lies that America been telling us all these years and fulfill us with the breath, good oxygen of life. All right, and we will have the hope. And who's our hope? YAHAWASHI. Because he gave us that understanding. He gave us that breath. So we know who it is. All right. Verse 13, and ye shall know that I am the Lord YAHAWASHI when I have opened your grave, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. All right, so he brought us out of that dead state and told us the truth. And through YAHAWASHI, he gave us this truth. All praise to YAHAWASHI, because he's the one who gave us the spirit and give us the life and give us the wisdom and knowledge to give us the bidding in that time. All right, Proverbs 3:6 was what? In all thy ways acknowledge him, he shall direct thy path. And ever since we acknowledge YAHAWASHI, what happened to us? What happened to us in the truth? We've been growing through the spirit, getting character development, getting better as a person. Because because we acknowledge YAHAWASHI, we follow his ways. All right. Verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I am the Lord YAHAWASHI, have spoken it and performed it, said the Lord YAHAWASHI. Verse 15, the word of the Lord YAHAWASHI came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thy son of man, take thee one stick and write it upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick and write it upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions. All right, because back in the day, Israel was split into two nations. The Judah was the southern, and the Ephraim was the northern. All right, so it's split into two nations, and they went into captivity later on. However, this prophecy has been fulfilled, because now YAHAWASHI told Ezekiel to you're gonna bring these two nations back together. And how he did it? By the signs that's in the highways and byways. If y'all been watching GMS live videos and see they have a sign, the Israel chart, you can see that there's the tribe of the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom together. All right, and that's happening right now, because YAHAWASHI is about to explain that later on in the future, but I certainly just explained it early. But yeah, this is more that son of man, take thee one stick, write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companion. Then take another stick and write it upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim. For all the house of Israel is his companions. Verse 17, and join them one to another in one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And that's happening right now, that Israel chart. RB is now YAHAWASHI through the Spirit toward his man to do what? To bring out those charts in the highways and byways and show the children of Israel who they are, because they're going to come back together. All right. Verse 18, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou not show us what thou meanest by these? All right, Israel is gonna start asking what's that all about. They're gonna say this, verse 19, say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, behold, I'll take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, in the tribe of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the sticks of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. Meaning that Israel and Judah, technically Judah and the tribe of Ephraim, the other tribe, the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom, they're gonna come together. We're not gonna be split up anymore. We're gonna be a one nation. All right. Verse 20, and the stick wherein thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, behold, I'll take the children of Israel from among the heathens, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them into their own land. So the tribe of the southern kingdom, northern kingdom, is going to come together and they're going to go back to the kingdom of heaven. All right. Well, only the elect, but yeah. Verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountain of Israel, and one king shall be a king to them all, and that's King David, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all, because back in the days it was split into two nations, and now Yahweh Shemashai judged those two nations. They got scattered around the world, but now further in the future he's collecting them all back and bringing them all together in one nation. All right, and that's happening right now. All right, you can see camps out there having Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom literally together. All right, you see prophets in the highways bodies 24/7 screaming to the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to come back to Yahweh Shemashai. And we're coming as one, not separate. One. All right, and you see the gathering happening right now through the truth. All right, so prophecy is kicking off. You see it happening before your eyes. All right, verse 23, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling place wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. YAHAWASHI. Verse 24, and David my servant shall be the king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgment and observe my statutes and do them. Because later on in the kingdom of heaven, Yahweh Shemashai is going to put a new covenant. And the covenant is going to have the law, statute, commandments within you. Alright, so in the kingdom of heaven, Jake's going to be perfect. They're not going to be slipping up. They're not going to be, influenced to do sin anymore. They're going to be literally straight up perfect. Alright? Ye are gods. That's what the scripture says. Verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, the kingdom of heaven, wherein your father have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children's and children's forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. And that's what's going to come to pass. We're going to be in the kingdom of heaven forever and ever and ever. And we're not going to be going off. Like I said, within the new covenant in pursuit of Jeremiah 11, I think it's 13 or 11. Let me check real quick because I don't want to give no wrong information here and there. I know it's in the book of Jeremiah. Covenant. Let's not do something stupid here. Alright. Jeremiah 31:31, yeah. So 31:31. Within Jeremiah 31:31, it says this. Let me read it. It says, behold, the day comes, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I have made with their fathers in the day that I have took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. Verse 33, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, I'll put my laws in their inward parts and write it in their hearts. It will be their power, and they shall be my people. So later on in the future, in the kingdom of heaven, and that's coming to pass, Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision yet for the point in time, but at the end shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it be sure to come. It will come to pass. The children of Israel is going to dwell in the kingdom of heaven forever in righteousness and never break the laws and never be rooted out again. All right, because the law is going to be part of them. It's going to be like breathing in and out, just like how you breathe naturally without thinking. Israelites going to be just like that in the kingdom of heaven. They're going to be doing righteous things like it's a like it's a natural thing. All right. So going back to Ezekiel 37 verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, therein your father have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. All right. Verse 26, moreover, I'll make a covenant of that peace with them. That covenant, the new covenant, I was just reading to you, Jeremiah 31:31. It says, moreover, I'll make a covenant of peace with them, or agreement. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I'll place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Verse 28, and the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. All praise Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So yeah, and these prophecies is going to come to pass. All these things Ezekiel chapter 37 was speaking about is going to come to pass. It's already happening as we speak. The stick part that's happening when Ezekiel got two sticks and brought it together and explaining it to the Israelites of what it means, that's happening right now. You see prophets out there with the boards, out there with the chart, of the Israel chart of who each tribe belongs to, and explain to Israel who they are. All right, so we're at that time, and that's according to scripture. That's according to prophecy. So it's very important for you to know Ezekiel 37, because it really goes a chronicle or what's going to happen next. And after the stick, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think after the stick? All Israel has the understanding, has all the breath and everything. As soon as Israel knows, judgment happens. That's when Yahweh shall gather his elects, go to the kingdom of heaven, have an everlasting covenant, and done. Happy ever after. All right, so we're damn near close. All right, we're so close. And I hope you understand Ezekiel 37, because like I said, it's very important for you to know, because it's literally prophecy after prophecy. It's like prophecy in chronicle order. All right, but Lord, you was edified by this lesson. I do want to end the video by saying all praise to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM RAWCHAA. Forgive me the spirit, do this lesson. I do want to give double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.